There is an ancient principle that has echoed through the ages, whispered in sacred texts, encoded in the architecture of lost civilizations, and woven into the very fabric of nature. As above, so below. 6 words that hold such profound wisdom that if truly understood, they could shift your perception of reality and transform your life forever. But what does it really mean? Is it just a poetic metaphor? Or does it conceal a hidden code, an insight into the very structure of existence? This Hermetic axiom, drawn from the legendary Emerald Tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, has served as a guiding light for philosophers, alchemists, mystics, and seekers for centuries. Some believe it holds the key to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos. Others see it as a map revealing the connection between the vast universe and our own consciousness. Imagine for a moment that the entire cosmos and every atom within you are intimately connected, reflections of the same unified reality. What happens in the heavens echoes on earth. What stirs in your mind and spirit shapes your outer world. This is the law of correspondence. Let's delve into the heart of this principle, explore its roots in ancient spiritual traditions, and, most importantly, discover how to apply it in your everyday life to reshape your reality. Because once you grasp its power, nothing will ever look the same again. The idea of as above, so below is not just a mystical phrase, it's a universal truth, passed down through time by cultures and traditions all across the globe. Our journey begins with Hermes Trismegistus, the mythical sage credited with the foundation of Hermetic philosophy. In his cryptic Emerald Tablet, he writes, "That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing." This isn't just poetic language. It points to a deep truth, that the microcosm and macrocosm are reflections of each other. The universe and the human being, the material and the mental, are governed by the same laws. In the Vedic tradition of India, this concept is echoed in the Upanishads. They speak of Brahman, the cosmic totality, and Atman, the inner self, as one and the same. The phrase Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that, reminds us that the universe is not separate from us. We are the universe. Plato touched on this in his famous allegory of the cave. What we perceive with our senses, he said, is just a shadow of a higher, truer reality. The world of forms, the realm of ideas, shapes what manifests in the physical world. The Kabbalistic tree of life mirrors this idea as well. It maps out the layers of divine and earthly existence, showing how all aspects of creation are interconnected, from the highest realms of spirit to the tangible material world. Look to nature and you'll see this principle everywhere. From the structure of atoms to the spirals of galaxies, from tree branches to neural pathways, the same patterns repeat across scales. The golden ratio, fractals, sacred geometry, they all reveal a self-replicating universe. So, if the same principles that guide the stars also govern our lives, the real question is, how do we use this knowledge to change our reality? Here's where things get truly transformational. Think of the universe as a mirror, reflecting your internal state at all times. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. These are the forces that shape what you experience externally. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a foundational truth acknowledged by sages of old and confirmed by modern science. The Kybalion, a cornerstone of Hermetic wisdom, states, "The all is mind." In other words, the universe is mental in nature. Everything begins as thought. Reality is a projection of consciousness. When you dwell in fear, life presents you with more things to be afraid of. But if you anchor yourself in gratitude, you begin to see endless reasons to give thanks. If you believe in your power to create, life gives you chances to prove it. Buddhism teaches the same. With our thoughts, we make the world. Neuroscience backs this up. The brain's neural pathways reinforce mental habits, either uplifting or limiting, creating feedback loops that define your lived experience. The Hermeticists called this the law of correspondence. The small reflects the great, the outer mirrors the inner. Astrology, for instance, isn't about fate, but about symbols. celestial patterns that reflect our inner transformations. Traditional Chinese medicine views the body as a microcosm of the universe. Each organ corresponds to specific emotions. Each flow of energy reflects cosmic order. Harmony within leads to health without. When you realize that what you emit is returned to you, you tap into immense power. You stop being a passive victim of life and become an active co-creator of it. Think of it like this. A river flows because it follows gravity. A tree grows toward light. Your life shifts when your thoughts and actions align with the universal current. So how can you apply this principle in practical terms? It starts with conscious alignment. If the universe reflects your internal state, then your first job is to elevate that state, mentally, emotionally, and behaviorally. Your thoughts are the seeds of your future. Every idea you consistently hold in your mind starts to shape the world around you. Hermes taught that all creation begins in the mind. Plato described the ideal world as the source of the physical one. The Buddha said, "You become what you think." Try this. Each morning, take a few moments to visualize your ideal life as if it were already real. Feel the emotions of living in that state: joy, gratitude, peace. It's not enough to think it. You must feel it. Why? Because the universe doesn't respond to fleeting thoughts. It responds to vibration. Emotions are the accelerators of manifestation. Fear tightens your energy. Gratitude raises it. Compassion, devotion, inner transformation, these elevate your frequency. Make this a habit. Throughout your day, pause and check in with your emotional state. If it's low, shift it with gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can embody. But remember, thoughts and feelings without action are incomplete. Your vibration must express itself through your behavior. If you believe in abundance but act out of scarcity, you send mixed signals. The universe responds with contradiction. Want more love? Be more loving to others and to yourself. Want success? Adopt the mindset and habits of someone who already lives that success. The universe doesn't react to what you say you want. It mirrors what you're ready to receive. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony, life has no choice but to align with that energy. Now comes the most important part: integrating this into your daily routine. How you begin and end each day matters more than you think. The first hour of your day sets the tone for the next 24. Wake up in a rush, dive into bad news, and you've already tuned yourself to stress and chaos. But if you start your day with intention, gratitude, meditation, affirmations, you elevate your frequency and draw matching experiences. Ancient Egyptians performed sunrise rituals to align with cosmic energy. Yogis practice morning asanas to activate their life force. Alchemists spoke of the golden hour when the mind is most fertile for transformation. Try this. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Say something like, "Today I align with abundance and peace." Take a few deep breaths. Just 5 to 10 minutes can reset your whole vibration. During the day, see your external world as a mirror. Are you surrounded by conflict? That may be a reflection of unresolved inner tension. Do you attract opportunity? That's your vibration calling it forth. The Buddhists say reality reflects the mind. Shamans teach that what we criticize in others points to lessons we haven't yet learned. The Essenes spoke of 7 mirrors, 7 types of reflections that teach us who we really are. Before reacting to anything, ask, what is this showing me about myself? If someone bothers you, is it because they reflect a trait you need to work on? If you admire someone, is it because they mirror qualities that already exist within you, waiting to be developed? Understand this. Every interaction is a chance to grow. Every moment is feedback from the universe. And what you think before you sleep is what your subconscious works on while you rest. If you go to bed stressed, your mind keeps cycling through problems. But if you fall asleep visualizing peace and success, the universe begins aligning with that image. The mystics knew this. The Egyptians used dream states to access divine guidance. Sufi masters believed the soul traveled to higher realms during sleep. Even Nikola Tesla said many of his greatest ideas came during the moments just before sleep. Before bed, imagine your next day flowing perfectly. Write an intention like, "Tomorrow, everything unfolds with grace and clarity." Take a deep breath and feel thankful for what you have now. Your final thought at night becomes your first thought upon waking. If there's one truth to take with you, it's this: the universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are. Align your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, and life will reflect that harmony. Want more love? Be love. Want wealth? Embody abundance. Want peace? Cultivate inner stillness. As above, so below isn't just a mystical idea. It's a user manual for life. And now that you know, the only question is, what will you reflect into the universe, starting today?